This is one thing where a camera comes in really good. If you're going to take something apart and you're worried about the motor like I am, you're worried about everything, and you've added things like your gauges, and I suggest everyone go down to an auto parts store and buy a cylinder head gauge for 15 bucks. It will save you the motor if it starts to overheat. Because once the motor starts to overheat, you can't really tell what it's doing until your piston seizes and then you're fucked. But anyway, I need to get all this wiring out of here to get this panel off. So what I want to do is to take a look at where all the wires go. Okay, I got a yellow wire, yellow and a green wire that go to the voltmeter. Over here I have a little wire that goes for the lights to the temperature gauge. The temperature gauge sensor has a black lead and a red lead. And what that does is there is no actual electrical current going between the cylinder head temperature and the bike. What it does is it measures the temperature between the wires here and the sensor on the head, and it works pretty good. But with everything I've got plugged in, alright, I've got a red one here, orange one. I'm just talking to myself because I'm going to be taking all this crap off and I will not remember. See, I've got two things here. I don't know where the fuck they go. Anyway, this will help 4 or 5 weeks from now when I'm trying to remember where everything goes. And all this stuff is jury-rigged. Jury-rigged means it's Mickey Mouse, it's done on the fly, I've added to it, I've cut wires off. I mean, that's half the fun of these little bikes. I can go out right now and buy me a Honda RR600. Okay, or if I had the money, I could go right down the road. I know where a Kawasaki H2 is for sale. Brand new, 25 grand out of the box. And of course with tax and everything else it'd run about $33,000. But if I had the money, but since I don't, I just like playing with these little bikes. But the wiring, I can't remember things. So I'm going to take my black paint and I'm going to paint this other wire here black and put a little black dot up here. And then when I can't remember any of these, where these switches go, the red, orange, and everything else, that go to my switches and go to this, go to that, then I can go back and look on this video. Remember, we learn by doing. There's a gentleman in Hawaii that was asking for advice on his carburetor. That's a good thing to do. Ask. You know, you young guys out there that are, I don't know, 15 to 25, I know you're all big man on campus, top guys, and you got an attitude and an ego to match. That's great. But for an old guy, an old OG like myself, at 60 years old, if I don't help the next generation, then what the fuck good am I? What good am I if I don't help? So when someone comes to me with a carburetor problem, I'm going to help out if I can, or I'll show them one of my videos. I have just topped 35 million channel views. And when I started, I just had this cheap ass camera and a script, not a script, I just say what I feel. It's just a moment in my life. I know my videos are slow, I know that they're not scripted and they're not movie-like, but let me tell you, I don't spend $2,500 every Wednesday with lighting and backdrops and backgrounds. I can do all that. I can do it all pretty well because some of my videos, I've made them in 8 minutes. They got 5.5 million views. And I'll tell you what, those 8 minutes made me some serious ducats. That's French for fucking money. Of course, I'm a young guy. I blow every dime I get because I don't know if I'm gonna, crash this tomorrow. Anyway, rock on to the United States and to the great island nation of Hawaii and all its islands and all its cool people. And I want to thank Grant Mara for teaching me Pidgin Hawaiian, Brada, Brap. Chi rock on! DIOSpeedDEMON.